What an absolute treat. Hello and welcome back to Court of Arms. So we've just put some straw in with the Zetor. You probably haven't seen this yet, I can't remember. We did have to buy this straw chopper. I did have to buy that straw chopper so we could put some straw in there. So we are getting through it a bit, but hopefully winter won't last too long, so we're still about mid-December. So I've been putting that in here, try and keep it out of the weather a bit. It starts a bit better in here as well than being left outside. We are down in a JCB because I obviously had to put straw in there, and I've put a few bales. We're still using the silage that's actually on the trailer. There's a few left on there. I think there's about 4 or 6 left on there, but I've just put a load of more silage out the front, so when they do finish that I can just pop down in the truck and just cut the bales, cut the plastic off, so I haven't got to keep bringing the JCB down. So that should last me for about a week anyway, so I might have to bring this down here again for a while. So yeah, we're down here today just sorting these out and they're all okay. So basically we're going to go back now. And we are going to be getting the missus to take us to the shop because our new tractor has arrived and we've been asked to come down and pick it up. But it's a bit of a better day today. It's not snowing, a bit brighter, still cold. So we'll get this put away and then we'll get a lift to the shop. Caravanning and camping in this weather, are you sure? It's a bit cold with that. So we're just waiting for her to come out so she can give us a lift to the shop. So we've just been dropped off down here, so she's gone off into the town or something. So she just dropped us outside, didn't even take us inside. So we'll walk in. So we have got a John Deere. Got a nice display out here. John Deere 6 series tractors and a 7. Always nice to come and have a bit of a poke round at the dealers. Plenty of their vans around. And I've got a 6 and a 7 sitting outside. They've got quite a big place here. Hope it's something that's not going to break down regularly. So we'll go and find out what's happening. Right. So that's it. Stand over here for a minute, sort out this paperwork. So I've just done all the paperwork and it's now been paid for, so it's ours. So they're just finishing off PDA in it apparently, and they just said I can go in the corner and have a look. So it's ours now. I just had the idea at the beginning of getting something, one massive tractor, but we've ended up with what we have ended up with. But in the beginning, with the money we had, I did order a brand new 7R. So I think that's it there. The top lights have been changed to LED beacons, better ones than the standard, and it's got strobes on the front grille. We did have the max tyres on it, which were the Rollball TM1000s in the right size, all round. So that's brand spanking new. That might look pretty massive, that's because it is. If you've ever been near a 7R, they are absolutely huge. So it's now ours to take. So I've just sorted out with them and put all the books and everything else, paperwork in the cubby hole for a minute till we get back. That I need to go indoors. But yeah, they've said we can now take it. We just spent a little while here with them while they showed us all the computer and how it all works and everything. So I said if you've got any problems, give them a shout. So I think we're ready to set off for home now. So we'll just get turned round, ready to put on our thing that was in the box. Which was a weight. We'd ordered this weight from AgriWorld with strobes and a sticker. So I'll get that put on. That pallet had tucked behind that block. Leave that there. So there we are. That is pretty mean. So we shouldn't have any jobs we can't do now. So we went for the base one, which is the 270. Even makes the case Puma look small. That is pretty smart, I'm impressed with that. So we have actually got a job to go and do with it, but I'm going to go and check out that it's all okay to go ahead and everything's in place. We've been asked to help with a bit of slurry down the farm down the road, but I've got to make sure a slurry tank and injector's turned up down there. So I'll just go and get a cup of tea and make some phone calls. So we've had this job that we're going to do confirmed. So we'll get off down there. So this is a job for the local water board, sort of sewage people. Their normal guys are very busy doing other jobs elsewhere, and we've been asked if we could use one of their tanks. And there'll be lorries running sewage or digestate to us to another holding tank, apparently. So we are in here. Apparently the tanker is here somewhere. Okay, that must be it there. V-noise set up. They said it's a yellow tank. But they've got this tank out here, and apparently they're going to be using lorries to run stuff to it. So they said all we've got to do is fill up and spread. So that's a lot of messing around. I think we've got everything connected. So I have to get this all lined up so we can suck it out of the tank. Right, so we're full up now. Put that in quite an awkward place. So we'll get out on this biggest one first. So we're going to be out here for at least today and probably all of tomorrow and maybe the next day. So they've told us to go the lowest gear we can, or the slowest we can, and can go a bit slower, but the next notch is a bit too slow than what they've asked, so it's sort of flooding it a bit. So we're going at this speed. They want us to go pretty slow because they've got a lot to get rid of in here and the ground can take it. So I think when we finish we'll have to give this tractor a very good wash, because that stuff will probably rot the paintwork in about 2 seconds. So that's it, get a brand new tractor and we're getting it mucked up already. So this is paying quite well, this job for doing this. They said they might have more work if we wanted it. So the lad has joined us and he's taken control. And there's a possible option of sending him out to actually do some of this work. Just don't put me in the ditch, will you? I think this place has only got like a small number of cows, so they sort of rely on getting their slurry from elsewhere. At least this will be ready for whatever they're going to do with it in the spring. I don't know if they're sticking more maize in here. Who knows? See another lorry coming on that last run. So when you get to the end of it, I expect it to nearly be empty, so we'll have to go and fill up again. So we can pop up there and I'll show you how to do that. So I've jumped out for a minute, he's in there on his own. See how he gets on. Very slow going job. So that's where we're probably going to leave it for this episode. I'm going to jump back in a minute because it's absolutely freezing out here. So thank you very much for watching and we'll catch you again shortly. Cheers!